Yo, Adam Saxton here with Guy in a Cube, and in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 things that you may not have known about inside of Power BI, especially if you're just getting started with it. If you're finding us for the first time, be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all the videos from both Patrick and myself. Now, I go around the country and actually just around the world speaking at different Power BI events. I speak at SQL Saturdays, I speak during the Power BI World Tour, I speak at just various events that may include Power BI inside of it. The other thing I do is I actually sit in on other folks talking about Power BI because you never know when you're going to hear something that you didn't know. And that's where the inspiration for this video comes from. I was in a session by Angela Henry, just talking about an introduction to Power BI, and she mentioned that there's just some common things that people just don't know. And so what I thought I would do is, for everyone out there getting started with Power BI, I just wanted to share some items that you may not be aware of that may just give you some better quality of life items inside of Power BI. All right, so let's look at the list. The first item in this list is the ShowHide icon for the navigation pane. This icon is in the upper left-hand corner. It has 3 lines on it stacked together, and it is directly below the Office 365 app picker, or what I like to refer to as the waffle. When selecting this icon, it will actually collapse the navigation pane and just show you an icon bar on the left, or it'll expand it out where you can get the text representations for those items as well. So like workspaces, shared with me, recent apps, those items. This navigation pane can take up quite a bit of space. And so if you want to get more real estate back on your screen, you can just hide that to just bring it down a little bit, not take up so much space, and you'll have more space for your reports. The second item that you may not know about is the eraser icon on slicers. So with slicers, we can select items to help filter down the report interactively. These can be very powerful, but sometimes I just want to get back to the default, or I want to get rid of the selections that I had. This eraser icon is an icon that you can select to actually wipe out the selections that you had in that slicer, taking you back to the beginning. This can be very handy if you have multiple selection items and you don't want to go back through and uncheck all of them. You can just hit that eraser icon and poof, they're gone. Now, one thing to be aware of is that we had new options for the visual header for visuals in the most recent version of Power BI Desktop, and so they may actually be hiding that eraser button on the visual. Hopefully not for slicers, but that may be something that's hidden, so if you don't see it, that may be why. The third thing you may not know about is that you may see a diamond icon next to workspaces, either App Workspace or your personal My Workspace. What is that about? The diamond indicates that this workspace is backed by dedicated capacity instead of shared capacity. I'm not going to get into all the details about what dedicated capacity is in this video. I've got some other videos that talk about it, but just know that this workspace is backed with dedicated capacity. This may also mean that other features are available for this workspace, such as improved numbers of schedule refreshes, as well as some other things like RDL paginated reports inside of your workspaces and other items that may be released in the future. Also, with dedicated capacity backed workspaces, you may be able to upload reports that are larger than the 1 GB restriction. So you may be able to go up as high as 10 gigabytes. So just be aware that that's what that means, and you may have additional capabilities in that workspace as a result. The fourth thing I want to share with you that you may not know about, especially if you're getting started with Power BI, is guided learning. Guided learning is an area of the Power BI documentation that is specifically geared to help someone get up to speed on Power BI. Now, the majority of this is focused on report authoring, and so if you're not a report author, I would still say check it out because you may get some idea of what the interface is like for Power BI, and also understand that there are other tools that are used to create Power BI reports. But just know that it is there, and I highly recommend you check it out. All of the guided learning also has video backed by content, like written documentation, and so that could be helpful for you with your learning style. And I'll have a link for guided learning directly down in the description below, so you can go check that out. The fifth thing that you may not know about are dashboards. So I may be creating reports and whatnot inside of Power BI Desktop. I can publish that to the service. Yeah, that's normal. That's normal, right? I expect that. I've got my data, I got my report, publish that to the service. Everything's great, but there's an added capability inside of the Power BI service itself called a dashboard. Now, dashboards I can add tiles to those dashboards, including items from reports, or I can add things like streaming tiles on those dashboards that aren't bound to an actual report itself. So there's a lot of flexibility of things I can do there, including the ability to add like text boxes or images, or even like YouTube videos inside of my dashboard to help people understand what my data is all about. And then a given dashboard can actually have visuals from across multiple reports in your environment. And so it's not tied to a specific report or a specific data set. So dashboards can be handy just to get a quick overview of what the data is inside of my reports, and then drill into those reports to learn more. All right, what questions do you have about Power BI, especially if you're just getting started? Did these 5 things help you? Did you know about them? I know there's a lot more about Power BI, and I don't want to take up an hour just showing every little thing inside of Power BI, but I wanted to share these out with you just in case they were helpful for you. But let me know down below in the comments if you do have additional questions, and I'd be more than happy to answer. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, smash it if you so desire. If it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button. And as always, from both Patrick and myself, thank you so much for watching. Keep being awesome, and we'll see you in the next video.